There was a real issue with the derelict properties in the area before the regeneration.
Yeah, about a third of the properties were either empty or abandoned.
All the gangs came in and it was very, very dangerous.
Every day we used to have young people congregating there because just opposite is an off licence.
It didn't feel very safe around here because there was smashed glass bottles on the road.
Throwing of items over the back wall, stones, berries, bigger things sometimes hitting the windows.
Most of the empty houses were either boarded up or windows broken.
Well, there was plenty of graffitis, writing on everything on the wall.
We had a lot of trouble with cars getting broken into and windows smashed in cars and such like, and cars stolen.
There was no space for parking.
All Baytree area was all built up. There was no gardens, no nothing. It was just rows and rows of houses.
There wasn't much space to play in. The streets are very narrow.
At the end of the houses are a number of allotments, and before we got the regeneration happening, those allotments were in a real state.
The steps at the bottom here going down to Harper Hay Road were overgrown, they were very steep, and a lot of the steps were broken.
It was very, very dangerous for the old people to go down.
There were a number of options that could have happened in the area. We could have had it all demolished, which obviously we wouldn't want to happen, or we could have some sort of improvement.
Well, we had regular meetings with the council, and we had to submit how we'd like the area to be built up.
There were a lot of choices. We didn't want it obviously to be demolished, but we had to then fight for what was the best way forward. And as a community, I think it brought us together in the fact that we had to think, how do we want our homes to be in the future?
2000 house prices hit rock bottom. Houses valued about £8,000. You can make a joke if you wanted to double the value of the house, you just had to fill the fridge up.
The value went right down. It was worth well below 30,000 actually. You couldn't sell them for 30,000 if you could sell them at all.
As soon as they come for sale, they're snapped up very, very quickly.
There's hardly any houses empty now, never more than a couple either for rent or for sale.
I had our house valued last year just before some work done, and that was valued at 75,000. But that increase has really come in the last 2 years, and you can see it exponentially increasing even further.
Very nice area, very nice people.
The neighbours are all together. We always have meeting and talking to each other, and whichever way we can help each other.
Well, it's a very nice area now compared to 10 years ago. It's very, very quiet and everybody gets on.
Since the regeneration project, we've become closer because obviously there were things we had to discuss and issues we had to deal with. So that's been a real positive.
I came from Bolton and it was quite nice over there, but I think it's better around here.
The empty space is all nicely done up. Nice green grass and gardens and whatnot, which we have now, which we didn't have before.
The walls and the railings have made a very big improvement. It's given us its own space, its own little garden.
The best thing for me personally about the Baytree regeneration has been the alligating, because it has genuinely transformed the quality of my life.
Well, we got a big alley gates at the back, and we got fence at the front. Our house is all double glazed, and UPVC windows and doors, which is a lot safer.
My mum and dad like it very much round here because it's much safer than where we used to live. It's a lot safer to play on the streets because no cars come flying down the wrong way.
The road system's improved a lot because it's controlled the traffic. We had a problem many years back with joyriders up and down the streets, but it feels a lot safer now for the kids to go out and play in the streets.
Car parking is not far from my house, and I can park my car at any time I want. It's not a big problem.
Oh, this new solar panel is smashing. It's brought my electricity bill down more than 20%.
Yeah, got photovoltaic cells on my roof, and they make a difference. It feels like quite privileged to be some of the only residential houses in the whole of Greater Manchester who've reduced their carbon footprints. I think it's a model that can be replicated across the city.
People have begun to improve their property, and people are putting like plants outside the houses and hanging baskets, and this of course is improving the whole look of the area.
My mum and dad like the allotments.
The allotments are much better. They were an eyesore before, and they're much better used now. More people looking for allotments. In fact, I think they're all taken.
I think the future plans involve us looking at all the empty spaces and putting planting in shrubs and flowers to make the whole area look quite attractive.
We've got new garden and we've got police patrolling around there. In the garden, we played tag, hide and seek, and other games like football out there.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a lot better around here now. When people come to visit you, it was a mess before. You was ashamed. Now you're proud when they come. They see it. They think, well, a vast difference, especially if they've been before and seen it as it was.
I'm very proud to live here, and I won't be moving at all.
I'm very proud to live round here. It's so much better than it was.